Hey guys, welcome back to Reality Group Chat. I'm your co-host QT.
Oh, I'm Daniel Guzmano.
I'm Jordan. We're in the flesh today.
Yeah.
I love that. 4 episodes in, we still can't get the intro right, but it's okay. Maybe 5 episodes, 4 episodes, yeah. And today we have a special guest, the second guest of our podcast ever. We are so excited to be joined by your favorite son ever, Trey, from Squid Games The Challenge. Also my castmate from Battle Camp Season 1. Woo!
What's going
Big
on?
Brother
What's
fan,
going
Trey,
on?
how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm workshopping this title. I'm your favorite reality contestant's least favorite reality contestant. Get that ball rolling.
Okay, Trey.
Okay, let's redo the intro. I'll say that next time. Trey, how are you feeling about this season of Big Brother? You're a longtime Big Brother fan, right? So how are you feeling about this season in particular?
Longtime Survivor fan.
Okay, longtime
Big
Survivor
Brother,
fan.
complete. This is a different
this is new
world.
territory.
Oh,
my
I'm
goodness!
so sorry.
I did not know
I
that.
feel really bad. Actually, this is not it. This is not a good start. I'm so
I started
sorry.
watching season 25. I
Okay.
liked it. I started watching more of season 26, and I liked it even more. And now this is the first time I'm fully involved in the world.
Okay.
I love reality strategy. It's brilliant. The live eviction is truly insane. Like
Yeah.
it hurts my heart watching it.
Yeah.
What you'll learn is Big Brother at its best is the best reality show, but Big Brother not at its best is awful.
Awful. That is an E. Yeah. That E.
Yeah.
This week hurt my soul.
This week hurt my brain. Like, what was
Yeah.
going on? We have so much to talk about, truly. Who is your winner pick? Who are you feeling good about from this season of Big Brother so far?
The person I've been feeling best about week to week. Well, I mean, before this week started, it was Mickey,
Yeah.
and then I was like, Mickey needs a good HOH week, and then she'll be smooth sailing from here on out. And then here we are. But right now, it's really looking like Ava or Vince at the moment.
Well, who do you want to win? Who do you want to win? So, like, I know you say you feel good about them, but who do you personally want to win?
Personally, Ava. I would love to see
Okay.
Ava win. I love my weird crunchy granola girls.
QT, I know we're gonna talk about this later, huh? But let's lock and clock that for a bit.
We're an Ava Pearl stan club over here at Reality Group Chat, but I have some thoughts this week on this Ava Pearl.
A little bit.
We're gonna get into it.
This week
We'll
is
get
bad
into
for
it.
all of the faves.
No, seriously. Anyone
Yeah.
that you liked this week, it's like side eye a little bit. All right, so we are going to go through all of the episodes from this past week, starting with Sunday's episode. We'll go through it all. Feel free to let me know any of your thoughts as I start recapping it. So going back to Sunday's episode 12, we have Kelly. Oh, okay. So Kelly. So the episode starts off by Kelly saying that she would have thrown the blockbuster to save Adrian if she knew that Adrian was going home. And it's like, girl, what is going on? Like, why? I feel like this has been a running trend with Kelly of like wanting to throw things, wanting to nominate herself, wanting to throw things. Like, I don't know, this trajectory is very weird. But that's how the episode starts. Then Ava tells Zach and Vince that they don't have the votes and they didn't want to force a tie. So we get a little flashback, which I talked about this in our last podcast, but we get a flashback to Zach and Vince trying to convince Ava to vote out, who was it? Will, right? And she basically tells them, like, if you vote Will out, you're voting with Keanu and Kelly and all the people that are big targets on the other side of the house. Like, why would you want to do that? And Miss Ava Pearl is the one that got the votes to flip. How did you guys feel about that?
But let me say this, respectfully and disrespectfully, who the fuck cares about Lauren? Like, in the way of you're sitting there being like, oh, well, we don't want to put her in a bad position. Well, you're literally getting rid of a number. So, like, I'm just confused on, like, how you're confused. Like, sorry, Diva, like, you got put in this situation. We got to boot, scoot, and boogie, and you need to do what's best for you. Ava Pearl, iconic, legendary in the moment. You already know how I feel about her. Like, of course, she ate that shit up. But, like, gameplay for the guys, terrible move. Like, you don't want Lauren to split the votes. You just lost a number that you can never get back. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Then we have Keanu is very upset. He feels blindsided. Keanu was kind of the person that was spearheading the whole voting Will out or making it a tie so that Lauren could vote Will out, whatever it is. He was kind of spearheading that on that side of the house. And so he's really upset. He feels blindsided. He says a line that I thought was really funny. He said, you know he's in trouble. Oh no, first he says, I need to talk to Vince. And then he goes, you know he's in trouble because I didn't call him Vinny. And honestly, that was kind of funny. I love that from Keanu.
Correct. You have to call them by their full name, like their full government name. That's like when you're in trouble. Like that's when it's like,
Right.
bitch, I'm coming for you. 100.
Yeah. I didn't realize that Keanu didn't know. Like I thought that it, because feeds are very choppy on Thursdays when it's live eviction, it keeps like going in and out. I saw the conversation with Ava telling them like basically we shouldn't vote for Will to go, and Zach and Vince agree. But I thought that maybe they talked to Keanu or Kelly or whoever they were talking about doing this vote with, but it seems like they didn't have that conversation. But I definitely feel like that's a conversation they probably should have had with them before flipping their votes back.
There's no strategy, bitch. Like, what are we doing here? Like, there's the common theme of this season. It's literally expect the unexpected because there's no fucking strategy.
Yeah.
I expected strategy, and there just is none. So, what are we going to do about that?
Well, to me, it's reading as like I haven't had the opportunity to play the game of Big Brother because I've been winning challenges, right? Because
Right.
Keanu has been winning challenges, Kelly has been winning challenges, so they haven't really had to like do Big Brother. The same with like Riley this week having to ask about what happens day to day to Zach. Like, what are you talking about?
No, insane. The way Riley asked, like, wait, does Blockbuster happen before the vote? Like, have you been here for the
Yeah.
past 3 weeks?
Out, dude?
Yeah. Like, what? Oh my gosh, what do you think is happening? Then Catherine says that getting out Adrian was a dumb move and that she's happy she wasn't a part of it. She has very hot takes and very like strong opinions for someone who does not talk game to anyone and doesn't really know what's happening in the house. I'm confused why like she feels like she knows what's good or what's bad, but to me, she like just really talks to Riley and Lauren a little bit. You know?
Yeah, and drag race terms, she's a filler queen. Like I don't understand what she's doing. Like, is she floating? She's kind of just there, like existing.
Yeah.
Kind of same with Lauren now. Like that, Lauren's on HOH. It's like, where are you at? Are you on the show? Are you in the house? What are we doing here?
I've seen more pictures and videos of the hammock than I have of those two. Like, there's just like they're furniture. Like, I'm just like, hey, Diva. Like, I'm not kidding you. I think Lauren got maybe 12 seconds of airtime. I'm not this whole week. I'm like, are you here? I haven't even seen her on the screen. I didn't even know she voted tonight, if we're going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Did she vote
Trey?
Did she really?
Literally, I'm like,
I think she missed it.
I'm screaming. Trey, I was going to ask, how do you feel about Lauren and Catherine? I feel like you're very, obviously we saw in Battle Camp, you're a very active player and someone who's like making sure things are getting done. So how do you feel about their type of gameplay? Do you think it like can work sometimes? Is it working for them? What are your thoughts?
I think it's worked for Catherine thus far in that she, like Mickey, did not obviously target her this week when it's a clear target. But then again, what the hell is anybody even doing right now? And then with Lauren, I feel like the reason why we didn't see her much this week was probably because her HOH was dominated by two dudes that are far more active players. Like, I really appreciate like a low-key game. Like in Survivor terms, I'm a Sandra Diaz-Twine girly. I'm a Michelle Fitzgerald girly.
Yeah.
Like, I love that game. I love what that looks like. I could never do that in a trillion years. So like, much respect to like taking the heat off of yourself if you're doing that intentionally. But if you're not doing that intentionally, it seems a bit directionless.
That part.
You know? Like,
That's
it just
what I
seems like
feel.
people are controlling your game.
That's exactly what I feel, is that it can be done, but you have to know that you're doing it and like do it with intention, like you said. But I feel like maybe I could see Catherine is doing it with a little bit more intention. Lauren definitely is not. I think Lauren's just like very shy and kind of reserved and not willing to like make bold moves or talk to everyone. But then again, I feel like Catherine is the same. Like she like doesn't care to form new relationships with people like within the game, but that's what you need to do in order to get
But
by.
at the beginning of this game, you're supposed to lay low and build those relationships. Like, I have no problem with people floating in the beginning. Like if I did the show, I would sit there. I would not win comps. I would be best. Like, I would get close connections with people, so then you can cash those checks in once jury. Diva, nobody cares what you did on day 20. Nobody cares what you did on day 5. No one cares like, it does not matter. Who cares? Before jury, it's just all to set you up for endgame. If you're doing it with intention, get into the game. period. If you're not, and you're just like, la la la, I'm gonna still talk to the same people and I'm really not gonna do anything. And it goes the same way with people also playing too hard. Like, I'm like, who cares? Who cares who goes home week 1? Who cares who goes home week 2? Like, buck it up, unless it's like a number for you and you're trying to flip it. But again, intention. What were you gonna say, Jordan?
Oh, I wasn't gonna say.
Oh, I thought you were
I
gonna
was
say
saying,
Okay, period. He agrees with me.
All right. Well, then we get into the HOH competition, which is this like I was gonna say beanbag, balance beam kind of thing. And it's a group competition, which I thought was interesting. We've seen this comp be played before individually, but this time it was kind of a group thing where you start with like a group of 4 and then from there you get to eliminate other people. I don't know, it was kind of complicated. Sometimes the comps are like a little too much with the rules. I'm like, I can't follow this. I don't know what's going on. But a funny moment that we got was in round 2. So in round 1, Keanu does really good. He gets it in like record time. And then in round 2, Rachel Riley grabs onto Keanu, latches onto him, and it's like, Keanu, you're mine. And she will not let go. And it's just so like iconic OG Rachel Riley that I feel like we have back on our screens, and I'm obsessed with her.
But why did she agree? Why did he agree?
Yeah.
Like, no one had a gun to your head. Like, no one said productions like, she said it, so it is gospel. I just be like, bitch, get off of me. Like, what's that one TikTok trend where it's like, let it go? Like, that's what it was me. Like, God.
I mean, he had to have been worried about like looking bad or something, because it genuinely made no sense for him to do that.
Maybe. I mean, but like, what do you do if someone's latched onto you? And then I think the thing is, he was trying to say like, no, like, these are my people. But then people started leaving because they felt awkward. Like, Vince ended up leaving. He was like, I guess I'll just go over here. Like, she just makes it so awkward that there's nothing you can do. I saw a clip from BB13 when it's like Rachel and Danielle Donato next to each other at the nomination table, and Rachel gets like super close to Danielle, and she keeps trying to like scoot away, and then she keeps coming closer, and I felt like it was like a call back to that moment.
I do also want to say, I've never seen, Zach is the most athletic person I've ever seen in my life. He wants to say he's like Major League Baseball. Bitch, you look like you had like 2 legs tied behind your fucking back and you didn't know what was going on. Like, I was like, you played minor league baseball. I was like, it's giving why you didn't get in the majors. And so it was just like a little too much. Girl, I'm sorry. The uncoordination was nasty. Like, that balance beam was this thick. Your foot fit perfectly.
What's crazy too is, do you guys know Savannah Bananas?
Yeah.
He plays for Savannah Bananas, and they
are
they are very coordinated because they do dances and like all of that stuff. So I'm shocked that
he doesn't have a job. He literally doesn't have a job after this. They saw that coordination and they said, "And you're done, King," because that was horrific. Like, I was embarrassed to be sitting there.
I can't believe I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I know, Savannah Bananas. They talk about it in the house sometimes, more week 1. Maybe they were told that they like can't talk about it anymore because I haven't heard that lately. Yeah. And then we get ultimately Riley wins the HOH, which this is where things like, especially watching the feeds came back that night, and Riley won HOH, and it's just like, I think everyone on Twitter was just so sad. Like, our faves are about to go up. This is going to be horrible. Like, Riley and Catherine in the HOH room. Oh my gosh. Horrible times. Zach goes to Mickey, Morgan, and Ashley and tells them that they're potential nominees. And I think this is really where things start to take a little bit of a turn, because that's exactly what Mickey needed to know, because obviously she still has her HOH power, and she decides to enact the HOH power, which, oh my gosh, was so exciting. I'm obsessed.
Trey, if you were Zach, would you have gone and told the girls, or would you have been like, I'm good with Riley, I'm going to sit back and let it vibe? What would you have done if you were in his position?
I would have ratted him out. I mean, I don't think I'm as good with, if I'm Zach, I'm not as good with Riley as I am with like Morgan and Mickey, you know? And also like from a team TV perspective, I'm not letting Riley like have one, you know? Like, that's just not, especially if like I'm also Zach and I'm having conversations with Riley where he is like on the moon and he's in a showmance and what have you, you know?
But they just set him up so bad in the diary rooms of like, it's my HOH this week and this, that, the third. I'm like, oh, Diva, I already know how this, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Like, it was bad. It was
so bad. Yeah, he gets very excited. So what happens with this HOH power is that the power is enacted sirens go off in the house, and Riley gets to interrogate each person one by one for, I think it's like 5 minutes he has with
3 minutes or
each
something, yeah.
Oh, 3 minutes. Wow, it's pretty quick. 3 minutes he has with each person to interrogate them, and he has to decide who he thinks has the power and is the one that put this all together. And so there's a few people that he's able to eliminate right away, right? Like Keanu and Kelly both have used their power, so obviously they don't have it. Jimmy was the HOH when the powers were gotten, so he doesn't have it, but everyone else is kind of fair game. What I really liked here from Zach, which I don't know how I've been feeling about Zach the past few weeks. I thought he was a pretty like inactive player, but in a good spot, but I just didn't know where his chops were. But this really impressed me how he knew that Mickey had the power, but in his mind, like Trey said, he's closer to Mickey, Morgan, and that side than he is to Riley. So he decided to go into the HOH room and kind of convince. I mean, it didn't seem like it took a lot of convincing. Riley felt like he knew it was Ashley, but he kind of tried to convince him even more that it is Ashley, even though he knew it was Mickey. So I liked that from Zach.
Yeah, great move on Zach. Riley, literally, everyone was telling him Mickey. We were talking about it last week, how there was no way it was going to work. And the only way, I mean, it would not have worked against anyone except Riley. Like, it is truly just...
I literally said
he's
last
not of this earth.
I think he probably is like a Zyn user, and he's just like missing that at home. He's like missing his tobacco and Zyn in Oklahoma, and eating like sawgrass, and I don't even know what he's doing, and playing with the cows, and he's just like, it's her, it has to be her. And I was like, this is gonna look so bad. He's like, that bitch, I know it's her. And I'm like, this is gonna be so sad for you in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's really bad. And I feel like Ashley did a good job. I thought from watching feeds, I thought that Ashley was in on the plan to like make him think it was someone else. But in the episode, we see it's only really Rachel and Morgan that are in on the plan. Rachel obviously goes in there, tries to do her acting, which Mickey was saying, like, Rachel's such a great actress. She's going to go in there and kill it for me. Rachel is not a great actress. Like, I don't know where she got that from. It's so bad. But I feel like it kind of reminds me, in Battle Camp, we had a competition where we had to, like, pretend different things. And Shuby was Shuby Hollywood during this competition because he had to pretend to eat a hot dog that was... He had to pretend that the hot dog he was eating was not spicy, but he was so bad at acting that even though he really did have the spicy one, people thought he was acting like he did it. So it was like a double bluff. So I felt like, okay, maybe that could be Rachel. I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, ultimately he chooses Ashley, which means that he is wrong. And then I thought the way it's revealed is really awkward too. So then obviously he gets it wrong and he has to say like, okay, well, the person in the HOH of power stand up. Then Mickey stands up and oh my gosh, all hell breaks loose. This is our cliffhanger for this episode, but the next episode, crazy.
But and let me go off and start by this. Like, I just at this point, I think you need to like lay down and play dead and just like be so devastated and so sad. Like, if I'm Riley, play up the sad factor. Like, I got my ass called out like on the circle, and I was like, oh my god, I got called out as being a threat. What am I gonna do? And I was like, let's flip it and be like, oh, woe is me. Like, this is so heartbreaking. I can't believe people would say this about me. Blah blah. And then everybody got on my side. Riley being like, you're a liar. I asked you, and blah blah. Bitch, what was she gonna say? Yeah, no, diva. Like, I do have the power. Like, you really did catch me here. Like, it's me. You asked me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, it's so demented. It's so stupid. It's so.
Well, it's like when you're in that position, your HOH just got stripped from you. You should be terrified about going on the block. Why are you not doing anything except trying to prevent that from happening? You are doing the complete opposite, almost forcing her to put you on the block with your reaction. It's crazy.
Horrific.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, the last thing I would do is yell at the person. Like, yell at the person who now has power. Especially if you're able to get on the block. Like, bro, I fully believe if he didn't do that, Mickey would not have put him up on the block.
I think I agree.
Yes, yeah. Unfortunately I agree. I mean, that just shows how bad Mickey kind of is, but but yeah.
No, like, but also it's also Riley gaslighting, being like, I you don't know I was gonna put you up, like maybe I wasn't, or like he's in the diary room and I'm like, Diva, like I need you to let this go. Like, just be in there and be like, nah, she got me, Deeves. Like, we gotta go. But he was like, he didn't even give me a chance. Hey, you didn't ask me. I'm
Oh
like,
my
I
gosh.
can't. Like his literal 13 brain cells are fighting at each other, and he's just like rough and tough of, and I'm like, I need you to take a sedative. Like you got goofed and you're stupid. And honestly, the fact that you didn't think you were gonna get this is more embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, please, no self-awareness.
All right, so going into episode 13, our veto episode, Mickey is our new HOH. Riley and Mickey go into the little gym area to talk, and Riley just lets her have it, is yelling at her. As I'm watching it, in my head, knowing that Mickey ultimately doesn't want Riley to be the target, as I'm watching this argument, I was like, how in the world is he not the target after this? Like, this was really intense. He basically is saying, like, I'll never trust you. You lied to me. Like Riley is such a man that is big on like loyalty and telling the truth and all of that stuff, that as soon as you do something like this to him, in my mind, I would just be like, okay, it's a done deal. Like I can never work with him again. And that's fine because they weren't working together. I think it should have stayed like
Correct. What are we trying to do of gain favors on the other side where it's like, baby, you're never gonna break in that wall. Like you have your own side, you have the numbers, you have like a lead right now in these other people. Why are we trying to be like, oh, but you're not my target? Like, what are we doing here? What is happening? Like, what juice are they drinking in there? What slop are they drinking in there? I've never seen such horrific gameplay. And Mickey, trust and believe, I will be reaming your ass in a few minutes, but I'm just gonna start putting it to a boil before I really go for it.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this like Blockbuster era of Big Brother? You are just looking for people who are against you, and because you need to nominate 3 people.
There's so many nominees. Exactly.
That's like that's not like it's not like I'm nominating this person as a pawn and my target is this person, and then you could easily like either backdoor or blindside or whatever.
Right.
You need 3 people who are you are okay with going home because of the last minute voting scenario that you're put in.
Yes.
So
exactly.
It breaks my brain that you're not instantly thinking of the person who just chewed you out, and then his girlfriend.
No,
who is going to come after you?
Right.
Yeah. No, it's actually crazy because even when Mickey is like contemplating who to put up, she's like, I think I have to put up Riley, but it's almost like she doesn't want to. Like it's paining her to even say that she has to do Riley. It's like Riley and Catherine are a lock-in for me at that point. We just have to figure out who the third person is, and the third person easy. We have Keanu, Kelly, like so many different other people you can put up. So frustrating. And then we have a little montage of Riley moping around with Kat, and I actually thought that this was like kind of camp because the music in the background was very like OG BB, like I don't know, it's like very like mystical, and it just reminded me to like BB6 or something like that. And then who is it? Rachel and Ashley are like bringing up Mickey's stuff as Riley and Catherine are just watching them.
It was so good.
That was so good. We have a little clip of Ava spitting out her water, which I thought was really funny. It's just, I feel like Ava is always like the filler clip that we have in between scenes. They just put something funny
100.
of Ava, like breaking the popcorn, spitting out the water. She's funny.
They're like, we need comedic relief right now. It's getting boring. And then they're like, put Ava Perón in. Let's go.
Ava Perón is crazy every time. Then we have Mickey contemplating whether or not she should put up Kelly. Kelly agrees that if Mickey keeps her off the block, she will not use the veto and keep the noms the same. Which, interestingly enough, Mickey ends up putting Kelly on the block and is like, all right, but you told me you're not going to use the veto. Babes, if you kept me off the block, I'm not using the veto while I'm on the block. Are you insane?
She also told her that she wasn't going to put her on the block, or that she was most likely not putting her on the block. And I'm like, you are doing the worst damage control I've almost ever seen in Big Brother.
Also, the entitlement of telling the person you nominated, so like you're not going to use the veto, right? Even though I just nominated you and you've been on the block for 3 weeks in a row, is literally criminal. She should literally be kicked out of the Big Brother house and go taken to jail. Like that is like it is beyond criminal. Being like, hey, Diva, you might be. But the fact that Kelly was like, can I do that? Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to take myself off the block? I wanted to. Kelly, I want to be like, Kelly, do not ask for permission at all. What are you talking about? What? Can I? Like, it's like, what is this? Like, she's just like Stockholm Syndrome. Devo, run! Get out of there! Sprint! Never do it ever again.
Kelly's like, is there a world in Big Brother where I get off of the block, or is this just like normal?
No, but like,
we just do this every week.
I can't, guys. But we forget she's Amish. She hasn't watched this TV show. I bring this up every week. Like, she doesn't have cable. She doesn't have like electricity. She's just on the farm. Like, she doesn't know any better. So we have to give her grace.
She just had a cardigan and a dream.
You know?
Cardigan in a dream, a brown cardigan in a dream.
Also, why aren't we backdooring Keanu? I want to bring up this strategy. When you have a BB blockbuster where you have 3 people on the block and then the HOH, there's only 2 people who can get picked for veto. Last season, the veto was used like every single week until like final 6, final 7, something like that. Just because you have more people on the block.
I think it was used every week, period, last season.
Oh, period?
Yeah, it was like a record.
There was like only 1 week that it didn't get used.
But that's because there's so many people. So in my mind, don't let Keanu have 2 opportunities.
Exactly.
Backdoor him, because you have this is a world of Big Brother in which backdooring, or like quote unquote backdooring, is harder. But like, don't give them 2 opportunities.
Exactly.
The veto's gonna get used 9 out of 10 times.
Oh, that's really interesting. I actually did not think of that. That's interesting. Yeah, why?
It's just an extra opportunity.
Why?
Right.
The title of this episode, why?
You have 3 people competing for veto that will use the veto 100%, as opposed to 2 out of the 6. It's literally like a 50-50 chance. And then you have 2 other people that who knows what they'll do. So
correct. HOH would probably do it if they want to backdoor them. That puts at 4. Right. House guest choice can get it. That's at 5. Like, there's just not that many other numbers. Keanu's probably not getting picked, and it's probably going to get used. That strategy was horrific. Again, Mickey, flop a fucking Rella. I can't do it.
It really is so rough. Like, so Mickey was like, my top 2, my top 3, maybe even my number 1. And going into this week, when she like got the HOH from Riley, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be amazing.
The fall from grace was heavy, Diva. I literally don't think anybody in America is rooting for Mickey. I don't even think Mickey's parents are rooting for Mickey after this shit. Like, Mickey's parents are like, we literally like don't even know what's going on here. Like, baby, please save yourself, because it's getting embarrassing. Like, you have to come home.
Yeah, it's getting bad. And then also, something that they didn't show in the episode, but it's like a callback to something they showed later. When Mickey does tell Kelly before the nominations that she's going to put her up, and she does it in the same way that later on we see she does with Jimmy, where she's running around the HOH room as if she's about to miss a flight. She has 3 bags to check, and the line is wrapped around the corner of the airport. Like, it's crazy. She's running around, spraying her perfume, putting this on, fixing her hair, and she's like, Kelly, I'm putting on the lotion. Kelly, I'm going to need let me see. Okay, Kelly, I'm going to need to pick you up. And it's like, sit me down and have a proper conversation with me. I hate that.
I agree. It's worse than a blindside, because you're just trying to save face, and it's like so clear that's what you're doing. And it's like, just blindside me and make good TV at this point. Why are we doing this?
It's disrespectful, because it's like, you think you're doing something, and it's like, Diva, I would rather have you blindside me than doing this. I have to put you up, and I just wanted to let you know 3 seconds before. Diva, you're dead to me. Your ass is grassed, and I will be mowing it down. Like, it's done. Like, done deal. Like, don't speak to me. Don't speak to my family. Don't speak to my ghost. Don't speak to my spirits. Like, I will ruin you.
Don't speak to Amish people, period, anymore.
Clock it. They have power, bitch. Clock it.
I really hated when Morgan's behavior also. She's running around also not saying anything to supposedly one of her closest allies in the game as of a week prior from this moment. But she's like moving Jimmy around as Mickey is breaking this information, as she's trying, like literally touching him and being like, "Can you get out of my way, because I need to get ready, and you're sort of cramping my style." Like, it's like crazy.
No, seriously, she does not even need to be in the room. If you're going to be doing that, please, like, it's chaotic energy. Jimmy like is falling to the ground. Like, Mickey, what? Like, yeah.
But also, why do you want to be there? I would be like, you fall on this sword. I don't even want to be a part of this at all. Like, she's acting like her secretary of like, Jimmy, can you come up here? Can you come up here? I'm like, literally, I think Mickey came into this week saying, how can I be the worst Big Brother player that has ever been graced on this stage? And let me up that ante 10. And really, there was not one move she did where I was like, you ate, Diva. I'm like, baby, that plate is full. You ate nothing. Give me that shit back. There's people who are starving. And next.
Okay, so noms end up being Keanu, Kelly, and Riley, with Keanu as the target, as always. Kelly has a breakdown right there at the table. She starts crying. She's like, "Why is this happening to me, babes? You put yourself up there for most of the time,
QT,
like every
on
single
her
week."
She
birthday.
said,
On her birthday, though, QT, come on.
Yeah.
If we haven't heard it enough this week, on her birthday, QT, come on. It's not nice.
she said, I can't do this again. And I'm like, this is the first week where you have like not chosen to be on the block. What are we talking about
I can't
here?
do this again, Diva,
Yes.
bitch, please.
And even this week, she told Mickey, she was like, if you, I mean, she wasn't saying put me up, but she was saying, don't put Riley up. If you want to put Riley up, instead put me up.
She's
What
sick.
the
She's
heck?
mentally. She's sick. She's sick.
Oh my
She's
gosh,
mentally
that's
ill.
wild.
She needs to go. She needs to be taken to the psychiatric unit. I don't know what they're feeding them up there. It's nuts. Please.
It's a mess. Riley says that if he wins the veto, he's going to keep noms the same so that Cat doesn't go up. And again, I say, what is happening in
What
this
are we
house?
doing
And
here?
Why are they all so bad? They're all so bad at this game.
And guess what? You want to know the gag? You haven't even kissed her yet.
Yeah.
Lots of
Fuck that
forehead
tea.
kisses, though.
Lots of forehead kisses.
Yeah.
Diva, there ain't enough forehead
Down,
kisses. There ain't enough forehead kisses in the world that would make me sacrifice something for a game. I could no, I'm not gonna say that on the pod, but it's too much. Like there's nothing deep, but like it's Delulu, it's delusion. Please.
Then we get a montage of Jimmy playing both sides, which is going to lead us into the reason why Mickey puts him up. I feel like the episode did a really great job of editing it to make it seem like, okay, maybe I can understand why Mickey put Jimmy up. But I think that, oh my gosh, so cute, I'll cry. But I think they did a horrible job of actually portraying what is actually happening in the house, like via live feeds, because it's not as like cohesive as they put together. So they make it seem like Jimmy's playing both sides of the house. They're showing clips of Jimmy from like week 1. It like wasn't even stuff that he talked about this week. So it's like, why are we calling back to that? But also, like, Jimmy's doing what everyone's doing. Everyone's talking to everyone and trying to like form things, but like Morgan, Mickey, and Jimmy are truly were truly the strongest trio, I feel like, in the game, where they really were with each other 100%.
Yeah.
So I didn't like how they were trying to make it seem like Jimmy really is the snake that Mickey needs to get out. I don't think that.
Let me say this. Let me make this very clear for everybody, I'll give a little bit of context to this. The reason this all happened is because what's her name? Mickey. It's honestly, I'm so traumatized from this week. Like my brain, I've forgotten things. Mickey talks to Vinny and is like, hey, I might put you up. And then Vinny's like, oh shit, I got to do damage control. Vinny goes up and tells her this information of like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm in an alliance with Jimmy where like he wants to come for you too. Let me say this. Anybody who wants to go on Big Brother, I say this every week. It's my little 1 episode tip. When you are in the game, you need to think of the 3 like W's. What are they telling me? Why are they telling me? And most importantly, when are they telling me this? Bitch, you're telling me this now. Where was this week 1 when this alliance actually happened? Yeah. Oh, no, you're just doing it now because it's serving you. Bitch, null and fucking void. Literally null and void. I don't care. Honestly, even if it's tea, I don't care. You're just trying to save your ass because you would have never told me this information if I wasn't thinking of putting you up. You're doing the same shit that Jimmy's doing. Stop playing. Also, Mickey, Miss Diva, who do you think he's really going to be more loyal to? The triple threat or to fucking Keanu? So, like, really, let's, like, cut it up a buck. Like, stop being like, over it. Shitty gameplay, Diva. Shitty gameplay. Get off my screen. You're gorgeous, and I love that little, like, neon dress you wore, but, like, this was horse shit, and you suck. And the fact that Morgan is sitting there being like, you can't take out Vinny. Vinny's my number 1 guy in this house. You just can't do it. And she literally was like, Vinny will put me up on the block, but he won't put you up on the block. Bitch, anybody who put me up on the block, texting you that you're going up on the block. This is me saying, bitch, your number's up. Like, it's done. Right. Like, it's done.
You have the power. You have to do it while you have the power. Like, why would Mickey go from a position where she's probably both Jimmy and Morgan's number 1 within that trio. Like, she's at the top of that trio. She goes from that position to being at the bottom of a 4-person alliance with Vinny, Zach, Morgan, and her. Like, Vinny, Zach, and Morgan are the trio, and they're just like including you in on it. I don't understand why you would lean to that side instead of like maintaining the power that you have with your real three. So
Yeah.
It's too early. It's too early in the game. You have the numbers, you have the sides, you have the alliances. It is too early. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. 100%. Like, period, end of discussion.
Yeah.
You have no allegiances to Vinny. You're not in any alliance with him. You have no allegiance to him.
Well, I'll add this. I do think if the one downside of Mickey putting up Vinny would have been, it could have brought up a lot of that stuff that was happening last week with Mickey and Morgan, how Morgan found out this information about Mickey, but like didn't ever bring it up to Mickey. So I think if Mickey would have put up Vince in this moment, that could have exploded something between Morgan and Mickey. However, at that point, it's like
she has no one to go to, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, she has Morgan can be angry, but it's like, Diva, you have no one to go through. You just have Zach now, but you still have to rely on the triple threat. So like, I would cut her off at the knees. I'd be like, well, I'm not letting that happen. I got to put somebody up. Hello. So not only did Mickey F over the other side by putting up Riley and everybody else, she then screwed over her own side, showed her alliance members that she can't be trusted, pissed off Rachel, pissed off Ashley, pissed off Will, Ava. I mean, I don't know the tea with that. We were going to get into that. It was a horrible move, Mickey. Honestly, it was literally dog shit, and it was literally so depressing watching. Honestly, I'd rather watch paint dry. I'd rather get my tonsils removed again. I'd rather get my wisdom teeth removed. I would rather go back to my ex who ruined my life than watch this week over again. I'm not even kidding you. Like, it was literally horrendous.
Yeah, very bad. All right, so our veto players are Rachel, who was chosen by Kelly, which that was a funny moment too. Kelly's kind of like, who wants it? Because Kelly's not connected to anyone. Like,
she has no
everyone
ally.
Kelly's connected to is on the block with her right now.
Yeah.
So she wants to know who wants it. Rachel says she does, so she chooses Rachel, random.
But even then, she's still kind of like, anyone else? Anyone else?
And then Morgan's chip gets picked, and then obviously we have Mickey, Riley, and Keanu also playing. The veto comp is, honestly, I felt like it was very similar to Squid Game's challenge that we've seen before, the glass bridge,
PTSD,
which Trey knows a lot about. Except this time they're not falling through, but what's the strategy here? What should they have done, Trey?
Okay, Trey, go for it.
I think Keanu taking it slow and steady. Like, if you're because it's a memory challenge at the end of the day, right? Because like if you have to go back to the beginning because you messed up, you have to remember the steps that you took in order to get to the spot again. So I think going fast is terrible because you need to gain information.
True. Very true.
I told this to my father, who is 7 years old. Like, he'd be sitting there. He just got a hip replacement. Say, shout out Roger. Hope you're alive. This is what I told him. I was like, Roger, if any world you were ever to do this is what strategy you would do. Don't do right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Split it up into segments, right? So like, let's say the first one is on the right side and you have to go up 2. Then you would just say 2 in your head. And then say it's like 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 2. That's how you remember it. Don't do right, left, right, left. Do 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, like, and go to the end. Also, let the other bitch in front of you do all the work. Memorize their pattern first. Like, see what they're doing until they're halfway. Then you have it fully done where you're like, great, I know what to do. Boom, 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 boom. And then you can start moving and mowing your way through the end. 100%. Keanu should have lost. It was embarrassing. It was despicable to the game players who made this. It was a tragedy to everybody who ever had watched the show. It was horrific that he literally was a snail and beat you. No. Riley pressing the same second to last one 5 times. I wish you nothing but the worst in life because I can't handle stupid people. It was horrific. It was embarrassing. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, the way Keanu was going so slow, he wasn't just going slow to the point of like, okay, yeah, go slow so you remember. He was like even walking back. When he would get something wrong, he'd walk back really slow. Wait, what's the strategy there? Like, run back and then go slow again. I don't understand why you have to be so molasses. I feel like he was just trying to like make a point, maybe. I don't even know what the point would be. So yeah, that was crazy.
Looking at a world where Keanu is actually immune from getting eliminated at this point, or evicted.
Maybe he's like the new secret accomplice now that Amy's gone, and like, you will not get eliminated. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's so. Not necessarily like immune, but I feel like it is possible for him to reintegrate back into the house if things explode. Like it is so tired. If the house really like breaks and people are trying to figure out what's going on here, I feel like Keanu does have potential because he's proven he can win comps. He is an asset if he's on your side, but
his social game is just so bad though. Like everything he's doing, it is still pushing people further and further away. And we see it later when he wins and nobody's clapping. Again, bitch, lick your wounds and just be like sad and make people feel sad for you. Play it up, be depressed, be like, I just wanted to come here and play and make friends. And I feel like I'm messing things up. And I just want to start on the right foot with people instead of being scorched earth. Like if you want to win $750,000, like buck up. Push down your pride, play them like a fiddle, but I don't think his social game. I think he could if it blew up, but his social game clearly I haven't seen anything.
I think that's the problem. Is his social game is so bad, but I think there's a world where whoever gets HOH next is like, well, I don't want to put Keanu up because he's just going to win the veto and whatever. So I think there's a world where he like maybe stops becoming this house target and people start going for the actual people that they need to target instead of like Keanu as this major one. But I think his problem is that what we saw a lot, especially in the first week before he was really the target, is that he doesn't have, or he doesn't have a good sense for the game. So he gets it in his head that something's happening with someone, or he thinks someone is going against him, and he's very reactive. So as soon as he thinks that without getting the actual information and the facts, he'll immediately be like, we need to get this person out. Like he was very close with Morgan in the beginning. All of a sudden he felt like he didn't even hear that Morgan said something about him. He just felt like Morgan said something and he's like running around. We have to get Morgan out. I don't trust her. I don't trust Morgan. And to this day has never trusted Morgan again. And it's like, she didn't actually even do anything to you. So I think he's just too reactive with the wrong, and he has the wrong information that he's reacting about. So that's what scares me about him. But I do think there's a world where he might get to jury by this point because people will be scared to put him up.
How many are we at right now? Are we down to 13 people left?
I don't know.
4 people have gone,
13.
Right? It was Zay,
I think we're at 13.
Amy, Adrian, and now this. So I mean, I think so what we have 4 weeks. We have a whole month until jury because I think it goes down to 9.
Yeah, they started with a lot of people.
Yeah, it goes down to 9, but I mean, I'm assuming there's going to be a double soon.
Oh,
so maybe,
it'd probably be pre-jury then.
Maybe I think it's like 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks probably until jury. They'll probably.
It seems like they usually. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Trey.
No, please. Please.
I was just gonna. It seems like they normally do doubles during jury, though. Am I wrong?
Or going into jury, like right before jury.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it being like final.
They've been doing 2 different. Yeah, they've been doing 2 different doubles where it's like right before jury and then while we're in the jury phase a little bit.
Yeah.
Wasn't Angela's a limb that was 7 and 8? Final 7, final 8. Am I getting that?
Yeah. Or it was like 7, 8, or 7, 6. It was like one of those.
Yeah.
It was in those. But they're gonna have to have 2 this year, no? Because there's 17 people.
I mean, we can do the math. We know a finale date already.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out next time.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know. This sucks.
I do genuinely think a Keanu HOH would save lives.
Oh yeah.
I've been saying that since last week. I think so too.
Yeah.
I did, but I think he's putting up Rachel. No, am I not watching the feeds? What's the vibe?
I don't know if he would do Rachel. They seem to be like kind of getting back on track, but you never.
We saw today at the very end of the eviction, he was talking to her and he was talking about.
So who's he putting up? Who do I have to manifest? Because this show is shit right now. So what do I have to do? Who is he going to put up? QT, you be watching the live feeds. What's he going to do?
What is he putting up?
I think he's going to. Is he going to put up Ashley and Will?
Oh, he'll probably put up Ashley. I don't know if he'll do Will.
He voted out Will 2 weeks ago over Adrian.
I can see him doing Zach because he was very mad at Zach and Vince for not voting with him and like blindsiding him. So I can see a world in which
I would love a Zach on the block. I would love to see what Zach does when he's on the block.
No, my dream block next week personally for me would be Vince. Would be maybe, did I say Vince, Morgan, and maybe like a Zach. I feel like that would be insane. Like Vince, Morgan, Zach. Like Vince and Morgan, I feel like I need up on the block. I would I would sell body parts. Actually choose which one. Like I don't need kidneys. I don't need livers. I would sell anything for that.
Yeah. All right, back to the episode. Keanu ends up winning the veto competition, even though he was going as slow as molasses. Then we have an interesting interaction between Keanu and Ava, where no one's clapping for Keanu when he wins, and Keanu goes, "I think you have a script."
I think you have a prompt.
I think you have a prompt to read. And Ava's like, "Who are you talking to? You think I have a what?
Yeah.
You think because I dress like this, you can just talk to me any type of way? Whoa, what?
That was literally insane.
What just happened? I was so
Oh, it was so good.
I'm an Ava Pearl stan, but like deadass, she did have a prom. Like I was trying to, I was trying to defend her to my parents because like I am like a ride or die Ava Pearl stan, Ava Pearl Perone. But I also was like, Diva, like, no, you definitely did have a prom. Like you were supposed to say congratulations,
Right. No, seriously, I thought when I heard about when the feeds came back after veto competition, obviously we didn't see it, but I heard that there had been some altercation between Keanu and Ava. I was like, what did Keanu do to my Ava? Like, no way he yelled at her. Then I watched it and I was like, oh, like he kind of ate that up because she did have a prom and no one was saying anything. And then where did it come from that we're doing this because of how you dress? Like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I feel like she's been hurt in her past and it's just coming back up, resurfacing.
It was so Angela Rockstar coded. Like that's the first thing I thought of.
It was so good. But she should know you did sit there for like 18. My parents don't like my mom has never watched the show and she was like, they've never taken that slow to like say anything. Like, Vicky, why you gotta eat up Ava Pearl Perone like that, please? I love her.
Yeah, that was really awkward.
But bad for his move. Bad game for Keanu. Bad move. Yeah. Again, lick your wounds and just be sulk and be sad. Do not call out Ava Pearl Perone because everybody loves her. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Then we go back and we see that Mickey's considering Vince and Jimmy. What they don't show in the episode, which this is why I texted Daniel earlier in the week and said that I have some things to say about Ava. Unfortunately, I might have to take her off my client list because I was loving Ava so much, but she has been pushing really, 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 really hard to get Ashley out. And she was pushing to Mickey to get Ashley out, which Mickey is like clearly very close with Ashley. So I think this is a weird thing. Ava takes little things that Ashley says and blows them out of proportion and makes it seem like it's actually something. Like Ashley just had a conversation with Ava and was like, I forgot what she was talking about. It was something about like Jimmy, like, I don't think we should vote Jimmy out if he goes up on the block, whatever, something. And then Ava brings that to Mickey and was like, she's trying to go behind your back. She wants to do something that's going to be bad for your game so that you don't make it far. Like, whoa, where did this come from? I just felt like it was very unwarranted and like random. I think what I liked a lot about Ava and why I thought she was in such a good position is because like she doesn't run her mouth much and she just collects information from people and she doesn't have to say too much, especially right now. Like you're not a target. None of these people going home is necessarily bad for your game. So just let it play out how it's going to play out. But I felt like she was a little bit too on top of Mickey to get Mickey to be against Ashley.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a good strategic move. It's almost like when Rachel wanted like talked shit about Vinny to Lauren last week and was like, oh, like don't let an unemployed person run your shit. You know they're close. Why are you saying this to her? Like it's not the time nor the place. Like this is not the battle you want to be fighting. So I don't agree with that move like at all. It's like, Diva, it's not that big. Like Ashley, this like move is not going to change your game and your life. Like sit back, do what you were doing the first 3 weeks. I know you got a little power because you helped swing the vote a little bit. So Adrian went home, breathe.
Yeah.
Go into the background. Take a Xanax. Call it a day.
But ultimately, Mickey is more so considering Vince and Jimmy. She's going back and forth. I felt like in watching feeds, I mean, I haven't been watching feeds like super consistently. I felt like it wasn't that much of a consideration. It seemed very heavily like she was going Jimmy from the second Keanu won the veto. And she was just kind of entertaining Vince for some people. But Morgan really has gotten in her ear to make her feel like she can trust Vince and Vince is on their side. But I just don't understand it. Like Vinny is so much of a better option to put up. Well, first of all, let's talk about the fact that the best option to put up is Kat. Like we put Kat next to Riley, guarantee that at least one of them can go out because you should be targeting Riley. But because she's not targeting Riley, now she's trying to put up a new target onto the block where it's like, you already have the target. You should just be putting up another pawn or something. So Kat is the obvious answer, but that doesn't even seem to be like it's After Mickey and Riley had that big blow up, they made up. They're like crying in each other's arms, and it's like from that moment on, Mickey's like, nope, can't do anything against Riley, nothing to even make him upset. It was bad.
Thoughts, Jordan?
I just the whole reason they're considering Jimmy is because of this like side alliance, and it's like if you would have just fact checked with Jimmy, it could have cleared so many things up. Like it is a good thing that your alliance member is making these other alliances, because why do you want your alliance member to go home? You want them to be set up good. If you think they're getting too set up, too powerful, you cut them later in the game. You don't cut them pre-jury when you still need the number. And she even said that too when she talked to him before she put him up. That's getting ahead a little bit. But she was like, she said something about like, I didn't want to like give him time to explain and change my mind. And it's like, well, that's what you needed, girl. You needed explanations. You needed your mind to be changed. Like, what are we doing here?
But if your gut's telling you that, I think your gut is telling you you're wrong. Like the fact that you're like, I don't want you to go and change my mind. I think you're like, oh shit, I actually think there's probably more here, but I want to have like probable deniability. And it doesn't make sense to me. Also, use that information as leverage. I would go up to him and be like, this is what I heard and they want me to put you up. Jimmy would have been so indebted to them, like there's no tomorrow. If she called him out and said, they want me to put up, but I don't know how to feel. They're saying that you wanted to put us up, like whatever. He was never going to be more loyal to y'all, never. Or more loyal to the four than he was to the three, ever. Bad move.
Trey, what do you think?
I'm like crashing out just rehashing. It's genuinely insane to me because like there's a wrong move at literally every turn. Whether it's like Mickey not talking to Jimmy, like not even checking in. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're a Alliance member. In addition, there's no world that Morgan and Mickey do not know that the other half of their larger alliance between Zach, Vinny, and Lauren, that they are a tight three. Like I don't believe that, right? And like that's and it like if that is the reality, that Morgan has no idea that that's a tight three and she's the fourth in that, then get out of the house.
Yeah, like actually. Yeah.
So it's just intensely frustrating on it's just counting at some point.
Yeah.
You know, like you're going into a 5-5 vote next time.
Right.
Think
Yeah.
for a second, for a moment.
No, seriously, it feels so obvious from the outside, like almost too obvious that it's like, what am I missing that maybe is happening in the house that I don't see? Because there has to be something that's snowing these people, but I don't know. It also feels like Mickey and Morgan feel inferior to like a lot of the people there. So they think that because they think they know what's going on, that they're controlling everything. And no matter what they do, it's going to be the right move. But it's just not. Even the way they talk to people, they like, because this has really been Mickey and Morgan's HOH together. Like Morgan, obviously we saw when they're talking to Jimmy, they're talking to Jimmy together. Morgan is in there getting ready and set it downstairs. Like they've done everything together. And when they've talked to people throughout the week in the HOH room, they're not really like listening to what the people are saying. They're just kind of telling them what they think. And I think HOH is the perfect opportunity to get information from everyone else that's so scared that they might go up. But you telling them stuff is going to make them feel like, oh, well, then I don't have to talk. Mickey knows this because she said that's what happened when she got interrogated by Riley earlier in the week, that Riley didn't ask her necessarily if she was HOH, so she just didn't say anything. So you need to apply that to yourself once you're HOH.
It's low-key the same thing that they were getting mad about Jimmy about, which is Jimmy making decisions without talking to them, and which is what added on to the mistrust of Jimmy. Like,
I think Mickey forgot that her HOH ended tonight. I think like she thought it was a dictatorship, and she was just like literally going to run this whole game in the HOH room, and like it was just she was going to do what she wanted to do. Like, baby, the clock ticked. It's over. 12 o'clock hit, Diva. Like the pumpkin fell apart. Like what?
This is gonna be something crazy to say. It's giving Avery and Gio.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Oh,
that.
honestly,
yes.
kind of eat that
Yes,
up. Eat
clock
that
that
up.
tea. Yeah.
Eat that
For
up.
me, like I've read a little bit about how like Big Brother is like filmed and
Mhm.
like the actual game inside the house is played.
Right.
Mhm.
And Battle Camp, it felt like we only maybe had like 2-3 hours to talk strategy at any given time. I know on Circle, it's like
Yes.
you have 3 conversations a day, and then you're like,
Yeah,
well,
it's very
that's
limited.
that's what
If
we got
that.
to do. So like we have very minimal time to like hash out all of these relationships, and I think what is shocking about Big Brother is how much time they have to
Mhm.
talk, and
All
how
day.
the only thing they really have to talk about is the game
It's
at a
Mhm.
certain point, and
Yeah.
how that can happen, how this week can happen when they're supposed to be talking the entire week about these
Mhm.
decisions and hashing it
Yep.
out. It's giving like a almost cyclical kind of delusion of like uh, like Morgan and Mickey like doing two dumb bitches saying exactly to each other
Yes.
in
Yeah.
the
That's
HOH
exactly
room.
what it is.
Like it's
Yeah.
insane.
They
Yeah.
needed
So
to separate and
yeah.
get information separately, but they spent too much time talking to each other and feeding into their delusions. And it's like you need to touch grass for a second, step out and
Yeah.
talk to some other people because you're something's not
Leave the
clicking.
HOH room, Mickey, please. Like
God, it
Right.
was so
go
bad.
out, go outside. Like
It
Yeah.
was so her personality just this week. It was insane. Like it was like
Yeah.
who do you really think you are? And I was like, that's not the diva I fell in love with at the beginning. Like
Yeah.
I
at all. And
know.
that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it felt like the power went to her head. I also, in watching feeds after, obviously Jimmy gets put up as the renomination after they are Morgan and Mickey are hustling around the HOH room, telling him as they're spraying perfume and getting ready. So annoying. Like that would actually frustrate me so much. I'd be like, can you
Yes.
stop for a second? I can do a whole podcast about how annoying that was.
Correct.
But
As if they're gonna start Veto meeting without you. Like, let's be
Correct.
so real right now.
Correct.
yeah,
Correct.
like you're fine.
it's
But
pre-recorded.
yeah,
Like,
so
it's
she
not
ends up
live.
putting yeah, exactly. She ends up putting Jimmy on the block. Later on in that night, Ashley went to Mickey and to talk to her, and she was just like basically saying like I don't think this is a great idea for you, but I don't feel like Jimmy going is bad for me. Like I don't feel like Jimmy staying is bad for me now. This is Ashley talking. And Mickey
Mhm.
is like, why is it not bad for you? Jimmy doesn't like you. He would put you up. You'd be his third spot in the nomination. And Ashley was like, maybe last week, but not anymore. And Mickey's like, what? There's no way.
Mhm.
Like, yes, you are. And Ashley's like, but you just put him up. So things have changed. And Mickey's like, no,
Yeah.
he would never put me up. He would never put me up. Babes, what? You literally just
No.
blindsided him and put him up.
No.
And you think that
Yeah.
if he stays in this house, he still wouldn't put you up? Are you crazy? And Ashley and Mickey actually got into like a pretty heated argument. And Mickey like storms out of the HOH room because she's so mad at Ashley for saying this. But it's like, you need someone to click it into your head because if
Yep.
he does end up staying, you now are going to be blindsided if he puts you up. Like, of course he would.
I can't,
Crazy.
Mickey. I can't recover from her from this. Like, there's nothing Mickey
can't.
can do this season. Like, I will never be able to go back on this train because this was so diabolical in like the worst way possible on every front. Like, she literally could, I don't know, do everything good, and I still would be like, you're honestly, I can't. I'm so sorry, Diva. Like, you're really gone for me.
I kind of want her to leave before it gets worse because, like, I don't
Same.
want to hate her. And I'm like getting to the
Yes.
point where if she starts talking to people even more the way that she has been this past week, it might not be great.
Correct.
Yeah. And then moving on to our episode today, our Thursday live show episode.
No.
Rachel and
No, thank
Jimmy.
you.
Yeah, all right, let's just move on. Rachel
No.
and Jimmy believe that Morgan and Vinny are running the game. So honestly, even though this was Mickey's move, it's being looked at a lot like Morgan's move.
100%.
Because Vinny was the other option to put up, and Mickey ends up not putting him up. It really does look like Morgan is just in her ear because everyone knows that Morgan is really close to Vinny. So Rachel and Jimmy are both very upset about this, obviously very blindsided. Even Ashley is like, this was a horrible move for Mickey. She shouldn't have done this. Like, everyone is just confused. Ava Pearl is like, what is going on? I did not expect that. Did not know that was happening. Like, yeah, it's just really bad. And then the other side of the house is celebrating. I literally wrote, if the other side of the house is celebrating after your renom, something is wrong. Like,
Wrong.
why are Lauren
not clicking.
Zach and all and Riley and Catherine in the room, like, yeah, we did it.
And
How?
this just goes to how bad this season is they're every single HOH, the person who has gone home would have not put the HOH up. Every single one. Every single week Zay would have never put up Vinny. Amy would have never put up Jimmy. Adrian would have never put up Lauren. And now Jimmy would never have put up Mickey. Like I don't know what is going on here. I don't know what loopy gas is getting put into the CBS studio lot. It needs to be studied and taken out.
Yeah, very bad. We have another Catherine and Riley montage. I can't with the showmance anymore. Like, I do not want to watch it. I can't. It's not even
He's
like
being a
real
fucking
showmance.
freak on the feed.
He
A
is crazy.
freak.
No,
Like,
he is crazy.
we're not even going to get into it, but what was going on in that shower on live feeds? What was that click clack and why were you doing that? What was happening there? Like,
by the way, I saw clips of that and I was like, I do not. Why am I seeing porn on my Twitter? Like, what is happening? No, it's actually really bad. Like, he scares me. He genuinely
no, that's like
scares
a
me.
little like sexual harassment, like low key. Like I don't want to clock it, but like that was like crazy. Like that was like a little wild. I was like,
and I said this, and I'll stand on it, Riley. If you're watching this, Riley is one of those house guests. I will not be surprised in a year from now we see a TMZ article about him getting arrested for something. And I said what I said.
No, he ate up. You did eat up with that, 100%.
I particularly like that conversation with Riley and Catherine on the couch when Catherine's like, I just don't know if I could play this game without you. And he goes, that's the fucking nicest thing anyone's ever said about me. It's like, dude, like, what are you talking about?
Riley lives in a
he's
town
very
of like
dramatic.
3.
He literally said in his intro video before the season, he said that there's not a single person in the whole entire world that he does not love. So he speaks in like hyperboles. Like he's just very, it's just over the top all the time. But he really is so obsessed with Catherine. It could be cute if Catherine gave a little bit more, but she doesn't give anything to this. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, should I feel sorry for you? But then sometimes she is like, I really like Riley. So then I'm like, okay, so it is a mutual thing, but he's going a little bit too hard. Like, I don't know. It's too much. I don't want to see it anymore. It's like every single episode we're getting this like sappy montage of their relationship. That's really a nothing burger.
It's because there's no other showmans to even like do anything with, and Big Brother loves one.
And we need to talk about how there's no Morgan and Zach showmans happening. We need it to happen.
No, Morgan is creepy. I hear every TikTok I see, it's like the Jaws done. And it's like Zach goes into the room and then she goes and then he leaves and then she leaves and I'm like, it's giving stalker. It's, you know what, her and Riley would be perfect together. They would just stalk each other till the end of time.
That's like almost too much going on.
Yeah,
like, I don't know if we can do it. Yeah, there's so many pictures of like Zach hugging Lauren and then Morgan being in like the back corner just looking like
that's awesome.
Shut up.
It's so bad. Yeah, the showmances this season are really lacking. But I do love with this little montage we get of Kat and Riley. Ava is swinging on the hammock and she like ruins the moment. Thank God she was there. Honestly, we stand. And then I mean that's really it. Like we have a bunch of back and forth talking and stuff. Then we have the blockbuster competition, which is the little like maze thing where you have to get the ball in the 3 different red things. I liked Jimmy's strategy that he started with trying to get the ball into the last one first. That way it's like easier. After it's like you spend more time doing that, but if you get it, then it's good.
The only reason I will push back on that is because if you don't know how the board works, like I almost feel like you want to get a feel for it. And I feel like if Jimmy might have done the first one and then he did the second one and then he did the third one, I think he would have had maybe more feel given. He was so close to getting that third one and immediately like he really was. But also think about it strategically of if you're the first one to get the first one and then you're the first one to get the second one, that makes everybody else rush. That makes everybody else be like, oh shit, I got a boogie. Yeah. And then it's a mental thing of like, how scared are you going to be? Jimmy was the first one out on the board. He would have had a pretty sizable lead if he went for the first one. And I think that could have like shook up Riley potentially like, oh my God, I got to go fast. I got to go. And that's where you make mistakes. So I do see the point of going for the furthest one, but also if you're not used to how the board is, you might just be like, let me just get the first one in fast. I know how it feels. Put some pressure on everybody else and go for it. I also do want to point, Ashley, I love this episode. I think Ashley she was ground zero for me week one, where I was like, Diva, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. And then her trying to get the numbers of Will and her trying to get the numbers with Will and with Vinny and with all these people. I'm like, you know what? You're stepping into your own. And I really, I appreciated that. And I like that a lot. And when she was making deals, she said, Vinny, if you keep Jimmy, Jimmy is going to be fine with you. Ashley will be fine with you. Or I don't know if she was making that deal. Someone was making that deal with Vinny. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, Jimmy was. And that was, he ate that up. I was like, why wouldn't you take that deal? Why wouldn't you want to take that deal? Why wouldn't you want Keanu to target Jimmy? Why wouldn't you want Jimmy to target Keanu? Why wouldn't you want Jimmy to target Mickey? If I'm a floater in this game, I'm keeping Jimmy no matter what. He is an explosive bomb that will go after and take all the time, energy, and effort, and I just have to sit back and watch it all unfold. The bitches in the middle, y'all flop, y'all suck. It's time for you to go home. Your numbers up.
I mean, the game really is set up for a middle game right now. People are not taking it, not doing it.
Yeah. And the thing too with Kelly, like I feel like the big argument is that you need to get Kelly out because Kelly has been on the block every single week and has stayed. So if you're sitting next to Kelly next week, you're gone. Like Kelly's staying over you. And at some point you have to get that person out. Yes, it's nice to have a pawn that will go up every week. That only is helpful to you if you win HOH. You're most likely not going to win HOH, and you have more of a chance to be on the block next to her than to be using her as a pawn. So just get her out so that more targets can go on the block next to you so that you're not going. So yeah, I think Jimmy going out was a pretty bad move for most people, but I think because so many people are trying to stay in Mickey and Morgan's good graces, like Zach, Vinny, that whole side or whatever, they just had to do it because that's what she wanted, but she shouldn't have wanted it in the first place, honestly.
This season, I see it going very bad. I can see like it's for some reason, Zach and Vinny are reminding me of Jag and what was the other guy's name?
Matt.
Yeah, it's giving like final two, like seeing some fuck ass shit there. Like it's too much. Like I just see it going where like the steamroll happens, and I need Rachel Riley to pull through. I need Ashley to pull through. I need Vinny on the block. I need Zach on the block. I need Morgan on the block. I need you to take all the big players and just say, fend for yourself, blow this shit up, because they will all attack each other, or this season is so far gone. There is no hope for this season if we don't get something like that soon.
Yeah.
We still have 2 months, so there's still time, but like, geez.
No, and I'm already,
this
and
has
it's
been
painful.
going on for so long.
I know.
It's like so slow. When there's not good game happening, it feels like it's going by like molasses. Like, oh my gosh, I need something to happen, or I'm really gonna check out.
And there's no good gameplay. Like I can't even say Vinny is doing good gameplay. It's just bad gameplay happening. There's the difference. There's a difference between good gameplay and getting moves to happen. You didn't get Jimmy up on the block because of what you said. It's just Mickey was a very dumb fucking move for her to do, and that is the reason. And that's what's painful. I can't even root for people who I don't want to root for because of good gameplay. It's just all bad gameplay, and that is why everything is happening the way it's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was talking to someone this week about Mickey, and I think the problem with Mickey is that she could be a really good game player. I think she's really good at getting done what she wants to get done. But the problem this week is that what she wants is bad for her. And that's why, like, the fact that she's able to get Jimmy evicted is good if Jimmy is someone else. You know what I mean? Like she's good at getting to, she knows how to play the game. She just has the wrong reads on what she should do. But if she was doing the right thing, I think she would be like unstoppable.
And her execution is bad. She's just playing messy. It's just how she speaks to people, how you're handling situations, who you're trusting, what you're not saying, what you're doing to these people who you're still keeping in the game. Diva, nobody's like rooting, like, you know what, like Rachel is not rooting for you, is not going to be good with you. Ashley is not going to be good with you. Like you made waves by putting up Jimmy, time to do damage control, but she's kind of just acting holier than now of like, and I did what I wanted to do and that's that on that. That's not how you win the game. That's not, you're not going to win jury that way. If you even make it to final two, you're not going to win jury that way, acting the way you're acting. So it is not cute.
Yeah, it's really bad jury management. Like if we were in the jury phase, this would be horrible management. So Riley does end up winning the blockbuster. Jimmy was not far behind him. Then when they come back to the house, Rachel is kind of working really hard to try to get the votes for Jimmy. Like last second, she's going to Ava, like whispering. I want to know more of what she was saying. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's so awkward, the whole live aspect of it, because you like can't hone in on the certain conversations that you want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's going and like whispering to everyone to
Like at least someone is playing.
I was going to say, do you guys feel like they should be doing more during this time? Like, I feel like they just use this time to hug, but it's supposed to be a time to like strategize. And
Julie said that last year. Don't you remember like the first 4 weeks they weren't doing anything? And Julie was like, this is the perfect time to split up into groups. Like I don't know what they're doing.
Is like the sort of live, because in Survivor it's like a live tribal, right? Is this sort of like whispering like before the vote happening? Is it
not
normal?
normally? It normally doesn't have an impact because people are usually set in. But with Blockbuster, like these past 2 seasons, the vote could be more live if people played more.
But people have their options. It's like if Riley goes off, then we vote out this. If Jeremy goes off, we do this. If Kelly goes off, we do this.
It's like, definitely less likely to make any impact. I think with the double eviction, it usually does. That's why it's so exciting, and it's that same kind of vibe. But with the double, it's brand new information. Like you don't get to sit for a week and decide like, oh, if this thing happens and this person is up next to this person, I'll vote this person out. So I think it's fun during the doubles, but with this, they don't seem to be using it much. I wish that they used it a little bit more, but again, I guess they have the whole week to discuss these things amongst each other. And so that happens.
At least Rachel was trying. Thank God. Thank you for giving us TV, Rachel. Thank you for actually trying to play Big Brother and play the game and make something happen and do it. Like I thank you so much for giving us the bare minimum.
Even up until the end, talking to Ashley in the hallway, you don't see that happen much.
Yeah.
So this
doesn't
string
happen a lot, does it?
No, not at all.
This string of events was so exciting to watch when Rachel votes, then comes out and is talking to Ashley, telling Ashley that she needs to evict Kelly, and Ashley's like, what do I do? And that whole thing. I always love those moments in the hallway when it actually is having impact. Then Ashley sits down, she doesn't know what to do. Finally, she votes to evict Kelly, and I was so excited. She leaves, talks to Will in the hallway. You could tell Will is like, wait, what did you do? Because she's like, I voted to evict Kelly. And she's like, he's like, what? And she's like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done this. I think this is actually the first time this has happened in Big Brother history. She goes back into the diary room and like leans down to the camera and says, I made a mistake. I actually vote to evict Jimmy. It's Jimmy. And Julie Chin goes, nope.
No, next, goodbye. Got to go.
The series of events was so fun to watch. I honestly loved every single second of that. That was great.
In that moment, I need her in the end. Like it was full like stand card. It was revoked after week 1, and it immediately got back to her after that. I was like, that was such queen shit. Like that was so like brave. Imagine being like, sorry, Julie. Actually, sorry, homegirl. Can we just fix that a little bit? Thank you. Smooches. See you next week. I loved it.
Then the thing is, she doesn't even hear Julie go, nope, nope, nope. So she probably is like, maybe that worked. And then she hears the votes read and she's like, who's the two?
She's like, I wonder if that was me.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. Like, do you think she still thinks that, like, maybe there were supposed to be 3 like somebody else? I don't know.
She could use that to her advantage, I feel like. Like, if Mickey questions her, she could be like, no, I voted for Jimmy to
because Will heard it. Will heard her open up the door. It was like, sorry, Diva. Actually, like, never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like production might step in at that point, though, if that became too big of a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they would clear the air on that.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I wonder what Will was thinking, too, when he sees Ashley go back in during his time.
Like, what the fuck is
happening? So Jimmy ends up leaving. His only 2 votes to stay were Ashley's janky vote and Rachel's, of course. I was happy to see Rachel vote to keep Jimmy because we talked about it when she votes to evict Amy. I think that's the wrong move because then your allies are like, oh, she'll just jump ship if she needs to. But now she's like proving that she will vote for you no matter what. Like,
I thought the craziest thing is when Julie Chen was like, oh, wait until you see what Mickey said about you. That like when Julie is calling out house guests in the exit interview, you know shit is bad. Like, I didn't even see the live feeds, but the fact that Julie was like, now wait till you see that. And listen, this is how bad of a player you must be. I don't think anybody was really a fan of Jimmy this whole season. Like, he was giving TV, but it was kind of manufactured. No one was really... Everybody and their mother, even Mickey's mother and father, was rooting for Jimmy to win Blockbuster. Do you know what I mean? Like, God up in heaven was rooting for Jimmy to win Blockbuster, and he knew what was going to happen. Like, the worlds were coming together. Wars were stopped. Hunger was found. Like, it was everything everything stood still. The earth stood still of being like, yes, Jimmy win Blockbuster. So I just thought that was insane.
I saw a tweet that I relate to so much, and it was like, I don't know the difference between Cheetah chasing me and the Blockbuster competition when I want Jimmy to win. And like, yes, because I literally I was trying to like tweet something when the competition was happening, and I couldn't even tweet. Like, I couldn't take my eyes off of the TV because I was so nervous. That was really hard. It's really sad to see Jimmy leave. I felt like Jimmy was whether I've gone through my ups and downs with Jimmy. Didn't really love him for some time, but I always felt like he was someone that was going to stay till at least jury. Like, I thought he was going to be a character that we were going to see for a while. So
no, Jimmy definitely grew on me. The only thing I would have been more on Jimmy's side if it wasn't for his preseason interviews and like the recycling lines. I think in Jimmy's authentic moments, Jimmy was great. The only thing I wished more of Jimmy was I was really hoping he was going to go out of the house swinging, blowing up games. That's the only thing.
Miley Cyrus song. We have to talk about Miley Cyrus. That was so iconic. This heartfelt, like, I grew up in the gays and whatever this, that. And then he's like, shout out to Miley Cyrus. I hope we can be friends outside. Stream her album. Was so like... It was so unserious. It was so unserious.
That was so iconic. I feel like that's actually something that can like come across Miley's desk. Like, people
I agree.
in camp might send it to her. Like, honestly, kind of smart.
And I will say this: Jimmy would have made it to jury without. I think he was sitting okay. I don't think really anything was going to go bad for him. If without this, he would have been fine. But what a terrible week.
This just proves why during your HOH you have to set yourself up good, because when he was HOH, he did not set himself up for success. No. If Amy's in the house still, Amy's a vote to keep him. So
correct.
Exactly why you shouldn't be getting rid of numbers ever.
Yeah, the votes made sense. The reason he went up didn't make sense. And that's
correct. There was no way he was going to say. I mean, really, a horrific week altogether. It was bad. We thought it was good with Mickey, and then it just got. I literally, dare I say, I would have rather had a Riley HOH.
No, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't have known that I would have rathered that, but I would have rathered that now looking back.
And that's horrific. And that's, I would have rather Mickey go home. I would have rather Morgan go home. I honestly don't care at this point. Like,
I'm like
this
salivating thinking about a Morgan Mickey on the block right
now. Seriously, I want to see it happen. It's very reminiscent for me of last season when Brooklyn and Chelsea went on the block, because right before they went on the block, they thought they had it all figured out. They were running the game. They were kind of being a little bit mean girls to some people. And I was like, I just need them to like get knocked down a peg. And then when they go on the block together, it's like the whole thing shifts. And I think that's honestly when Chelsea, I think, really switched gears and was able to make really good moves and get herself into a better position. So yeah, I would be interested to see a Mickey Morgan on the block. But going into this next week, Trey, who are you looking to be HOH? I know you said Keanu earlier. Is that who you're hoping right now, as they're playing the HOH competition, is winning?
That would save lives. Keanu HOH would save lives. I think, like, genuinely we need to see what sort of dastardly deeds he is cooking up in his head, because God knows, anybody knows at this point. I would also really, I think another Vinny HOH would be interesting to see. Okay. I think that has, we have, like, he has ingrained himself, and he is sort of like doing what Jimmy was accused of doing. He is playing both sides. He is playing very political. So I'm interested what measures he'd take to draw blood. And then just for fun, I'd like to see an Ava HOH. I think that'd be stupid.
It's so chaos.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. No,
if Vinny wins HOH, it would ruin his game, I think. I don't think it's smart for him right now. If he wins, it would be crazy.
I'm curious what he would do because I mean we've seen he has final twos with literally every single person left in the house, so it would be interesting to see how he handles that. I think his first HOH was obviously like very bad, and the pressure really got to him. But I do wonder how much of that was just like it was the first week, it was scary.
Right.
He didn't know any of these people. How would he do now that he's in a little bit of a better position? But Jordan and Daniel, who are you guys looking for to be HOH?
I have been saying I don't want a Rachel HOH because of the position she's been in. Now I'm ready for one. I'm ready.
Yeah.
She's gonna shake shit up. It's gonna be drama. There's gonna be an actual like big person that'll go home likely, and that's what I want to see. I want to see things shake up. I'm tired of the same thing every week. It was fine the first couple weeks. I get it. It's early season.
Yeah.
We're going into week 5 now. Things need to change fast.
My skin will clear. My cholesterol will go down. At this point, like kids will be saved. Families will be reunited after years of being apart. Like I really think global warming will end. I think any world in which Mickey, Morgan, Zach, Vinny are on the block. If that's true, I will be celibate for the next year. Mark my words right now. I will be celibate. I will never even touch another man for the whole year. I'm not playing. Like, if I get that, mark my words right here on the podcast, everybody. I'm not playing.
What's the date?
Clock it. August 7th until New Year's. If that happens, it's over for everybody. Sorry to any man
not
out
for
there.
a full year, just until the end of the
No. Let's not get crazy, okay? If Rachel Riley wins in like Ava Prohn's in like final 2 or like Ashley's in final 2, then it'll be a whole year.
Okay.
Yeah, then we'll talk about that. So QT, who are you thinking? Who do you want to see final for HOH this week? Who do you want?
I feel like I've said it every week, so I have to say it again. I want to see Will as HOH because I just want to see him with some power. I want to see what he will do with it. I think it would just give him like this new lease on life in the Big Brother house. And I don't know, like he scares me a little bit, some of his takes. I don't know if he would make the right moves, but I'm curious to see what he would do with that power, and hopefully it would like garner him some kind of
No, Ashley will help him.
I mean, like with how things have been going, no one's making the right decision.
Yeah, no, it's true. No,
somehow Ashley's on the block. Somehow Ashley ends up on the block. It's like what's happening here?
Okay, but yeah, realistically, I would love to see Ashley as HOH. I'm like fully an Ashley stan now, and I think that would be really fun. She has clocked game last night. She was in the HOH room with Mickey and basically just laid out exactly what was happening. It was almost as if she's a live feeder that has been watching since day one, and she knew all of the relationships and everything that was happening. So I would love to see her as HOH because I think that her, out of everyone right now, would actually make some good moves and good decisions and hopefully get herself into a little bit of a better position in the house.
Her and Rachel are my top two of like, I know you'll get the mission done and I know you'll do what needs to be done, and I applaud you for that. I think that's who America's most probably like rooting for.
Yeah. Imagine we come back next week and it's like Rachel went HOH. She nominated Ashley. It's like, wait, what? Then we know something. There's some gas being released into the house. Like there's no way.
Correct. And they need to be fumigated. So yeah.
Yes. Is there anything else from this week that stood out to you guys? Anything you want to talk about?
No, I think it was just all terrible all around. Honestly, like, you just think hours of my life I'm never getting back, brain cells I'm slowly losing. So no, it was really honestly horrific if we're going to be completely honest.
Yes. Agreed completely. Trey, how are you feeling about this season as a newer Big Brother fan? Are you still interested, still wanting to continue to watch it? Or
yeah, my first Survivor season was Survivor Nicaragua. Which like tragic, right? But I was still hooked. What's fascinating about this is there's something in here that is so different than anything else I've watched, which is the live eviction. And it's thrilling and exciting, and it's what keeps me coming back. I also love that I can keep up to date on my phone. Like I'm scrolling through Twitter and I see like Riley bricked up and I'm like, oh, cool.
Trey is in it. Trey's in it now. He's in the Twitter and you'll never be able to get out. I'm so sorry for what's going on.
Life is never the same after that hashtag BB27 or whatever year.
Correct.
But I'm having a blast. Like despite this horrible week, I have no point of reference. So I'm having fun. I'm excited.
Get one good week, Trey. There's gonna be like one crazy week where like shit is just everything is hitting the way it needs to hit, and like you'll really be like, this is what we fight for. This is what we spend hours of our lives for.
We were kind of almost getting there when we had Riley as HOH. Mickey steals the HOH. It's like you go to sleep on Thursday night, Riley's HOH, you're really sad. You wake up on Friday morning, you find out that the HOH power has been enacted, Mickey's HOH. And it was like, oh my gosh, my Friday last week was beautiful. I was walking around the world just so happy. And like, that's the moments we live for, but then it just kind of like crashed.
And I need that this Friday.
Get something like that. Yeah.
I need that this Friday.
Yeah. All right. Well, another crazy week of BB27. Hoping for the best for next week. Thank you to everyone for listening. Trey, where can everyone find you at?
You can find me at Choo Choo Train on Instagram, CHOOCHOOTREYN. You can also find me at the same handle on Twitter. You can also find me on TikTok at Trey K Plutnicki. All of those are it's quality content all around. I'm proudest of my Twitter.
No, your TikTok honestly kills the game. I love your TikTok videos. They're so fun.
QT, where can they find you?
You can find me at Corey Tyler, QUORITYLER, literally anywhere that you look.
Jordy Boy, where can they find you?
You can find me everywhere at It's Jordan Staff. Same as every week, same as always, same as forever. Daniel, where can they find you?
Nowhere. In a hole after this week. No, Daniel_Kuzmano practically everywhere. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Trey, for joining the reality group chat. Thank you to everyone for listening or watching this episode. We will see you guys next Friday. Bye.
Bye.